So hi everyone, in this today's video I'm gonna break down the trade which I took on euro today, which made me like 2.5 hour. Here is the execution proof of that, and I would like to show you how I traded this and all, so you understand that how I approach the market and it will help you, right? So also, it will be a part of my journal. So if I'm trading or making the breakdown videos, it will help me in future to go over my trades and all. And definitely at the same time, it will help you too to progress in your day trading. Okay. So I will be all transparent to you all. Okay. Of course, the bias and everything was shared beforehand in our Discord as usual. Okay. So here we'll start off with the daily time frame on Euro USD. Okay, so here we can clearly see that we have this daily, uh, this is a certain low which you can say, and this high or even this high up to you is what you can mark as a range high. Okay, so that is pretty decent. If I go on the weekly time frame, it looks even more obvious that once we have this type of candle, the next area which will be a very simple draw on liquidity, especially when we are having this previous week closing below this low, right? So it of course tells me that okay, now we are heading lower. Okay, so this is of course decent. Now I have very common and very good draw on liquidity for the week. Okay, so now I will go for the daily time frame and look at my chart. So my draw on liquidity is obvious and very clear that the previous week low or this low is going to be my target for the day. Okay, that is amazing. So if I use the replay bar and I tell you the real approach, how I anticipated this move. So this was the daily candle before today's candle. So by looking at this candle, we can say that here we have, I think that is SMT high, and then we have this order block. Okay, now I won't say this is an order block to trade, but it gives you the basic idea of what the next day might do, which is obviously targeting the next draw on liquidity, especially with the news we had today, which is a volatility injector on of making it a high probability day for me. Okay, that okay, we can move lower or higher depending upon, of course, that is how the news works. So news are not like bad. You should not avoid news. You should trade the news day, but you should not just place. You should not trade the news. You should trade the technicals on the news day. If you understand this, you understood it. Okay. So here we have this daily, and the clear closing was pretty obvious that we are bearish. Okay. Now going on to this. Okay. So the first thing is if we just so this was our draw on liquidity. Okay. Now let me select the bar. Okay, so the first, initially I was looking to short from here, okay, when we have this M15 FVG, but to be honest, I missed this, so I would skip this. But now, what is the next POI we have? So, if we look at the chart, the price is very clear that, okay, now here we have 1 hour fair value gap, okay, as you can see here, we have this H1 FVG, okay, which is going to be our POI to trade, right? If I use the next candle, yep. So now it is, let me just mark this discount and premium zone for you as well. So you can see this fair value gap is in a premium zone here, making it a high probability POI to shorten. Okay, now we will move to the M5 to trade. Now, when I'm trading M5, I also take a look at how the time frame and which time I am entering the trade and all. Okay, so we'll go over it. We'll wait for the FVG to fill. Okay, so now we have this FVG. Now I can see a little bit of consolidation here. We had a news at this area, okay, 8:30, and now the price is chopping. So I need further displacement, because if the market is chopping, you need a displacement either to the lower side or to the upside. Let's say, okay, so let's say this is your range here, for example, okay, small range. So you want to see it, either it break above with a displacement or either it broke below with a displacement, which give you the basic idea depending upon are you bearish or are you bullish. Okay, so I will wait for any kind of displacement. So here you can see we sweep this internal high here. Okay, uh right, and now this is a M5 FVG that we have formed. Okay, I will give this a gray color. So this is the M5 FVG that we have. The drawn liquidity is obvious and pretty clear. if I look at the DXY at the same time, I don't know, let me just check it for you. Okay, okay. Isn't okay, so here we cannot have any, I cannot spot any SMT. Let me check on 1 hour. If I check on 1 hour, okay, maybe if we can have some SMT, that would be good. I think we had some SMT. Yep, so we have SMT from here, which you can see we have this SMT here at this area, and we have this SMT here. Okay, so that is another conference, okay, to the that we had the SMT, uh, which is smart money divergence, a smart money tool. Okay, so we have this SMT as well on this high, which is great. Now all I have to do is all that I will enter the short trade at this fair value gap. Now I can put stop loss either at this high or this high or this high, depends upon where you are getting your enough risk to reward. Okay, so nothing are wrong. Okay, but I have the consistency rule on my sorry, uh so I play kind of 1:2 in my opinion. So uh I just stick with 1:2. So at that low I was getting 1:2 by putting my stop loss here, almost 2.5 R. Okay, so here we have this 2.5 R trade, and very great move. Okay, so it was a very clean move today by euro. Though we have this choppy price action here, but as you can see that once we have this placement, it made it look easier, and then it was a very clean sell. Okay, so that is all about today's trade which I took. If I give you a small look at our Discord, uh which I shared today, here it is. Okay, so yeah, I've talked about this bias, though I cannot share the trade, but I showed you the bias. Okay, so it was almost decent for me too. Okay, so yeah, it was like good trade. I'll see you in the next video. I have been little inactive, but I'll try to be active again on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. So keep supporting. Make sure you, if you're still watching, make sure you like the video and comment your opinion on this. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much.